Hi guys, Puddin here with the game for you in my Tier 10 British destroyer, the Daring. My captain skill is going to be Priority Target, Adrenaline Rush, Last Stand, Survivability Expert, Superintendent, and IFHE in Concealment. My modules are going to be Protect My Main Battery, Faster Repairing Engines, Better Aim, Faster Rudder, Concealment, and Further Shooting Main Batteries. Now, I thought I'd showcase a Daring because, well, we really don't showcase ships that we don't play an awful lot on the channel. Usually it's something that you've seen us do a lot before, and I thought, you know what, let's showcase my not-to-go ship. I don't enjoy playing the Daring as much, and that's just simply because of the lack of a speed boost. I like having the get out of dodge quick button, and while the British DDs kind of come with the propulsion module built into it, there still is no, let me just hit a button and get out of here even faster. Now, we are going to see on this map, and you know, if you're paying attention to chat, a good friend of ours, the Electric Zing, is in this game, and you know, he was a really good player, but he hasn't played in a long time, so he's going to be a little bit rusty, and you know, we kind of know his tricks. There's no need for me to just push on to sea. Now, one of the nice things about the British destroyers is you can do single launch torpedoes, because if that Baltimore was going to continue to sit in that little channel and just come forward, I don't have to sit there and hope that something will make it through. See, I go single fire and they will easily go through. Now, I sent my torps against the Frederick D. Grosser, and I decided the Baltimore is going to play hide behind the island, so let me smoke up and get some damage and maybe get the guy's DCP out while the torpedoes are coming in. I do believe he started maneuvering, so these torps aren't going to hit. And really what you should do nowadays is try to get the flood, then burn them down, instead of like what you used to do of get the fire and then flood them out. But, you know, sometimes old habits die hard. The other thing is, you know what, maybe I knock out his engines, but even with the flood, you know, it does slow him down to make it easier for everyone else to hit. Now, I do believe the gentleman puts out one fire, and I don't know why he put out one fire. Guys, if your battleship started the game, you did one fire, you're running fire prevention. Just let it burn. You know, why take the chance that the guy sets the fire again and then gets lucky and starts trying to farm different areas to put the fires on? Because that's in essence what I would have done, was try to put a fire on the bow and the back end. And say I did that successfully the second time. You've already used your DCP over one fire while running fire prevention. And it's usually not easy to get those second fires, as, we run into Zing. Now, this is why I waited to pop my Hydro. Bongs was like, I know Zing's got to be over here. I'm like, well, I'm going to wait until I bump him to pop the Hydro. This Hydro is kind of more of a self-defense Hydro. It's not really, it's not great like the German Hydro. So you really can't use it aggressively, but you know, you can spot the torps. As spotting these would command for poor Bongs. He's going to die to Zing. Now, of course, the other reason I like showcasing this video is because, hey, we all love a video where Bongs dies right away. We have to carry him, don't we? But this is what I'm going to say about, you know, players that are just returning or don't play much or don't, like, kind of know what's going on with certain ships or certain other ships' capabilities. Zing sitting in smoke. I'm using our div mate, Dutch here, I'm using them as bait right now just to keep Zing in the smoke. It's not exactly the nicest thing to do to somebody, but hey, if you can keep a guy sitting in their smoke when the torpedoes are going after him, maybe this will happen. So we avenged Bongs by torpedoing Zing. And, you know, of course, I'm going to do the bye. And, you know, we laughed. It's all out of just good humor. But what we're going to do now is try to get C. We were going to try to get C until we noticed that the Baltimore is pushing up. And there's no reason to try to get this guy to radar. There's no reason for me to get close, but the other thing is, yeah, I'm already this close. I'm pushing my way to cover. I want to get his attention off our Minotaur. You know, we both do have heals, which is a nice benefit of the British line, is they do get a heal. Now, I'm starting to believe that at this point, all destroyers should get some sort of heal. If you want to make the ones that do have a heal special, just let them heal back a little bit more health or something. I don't know. But you know, the way carriers are, and even their rocket planes, it's not fun being that DD. And it's kind of why you do see a lot more of the heal destroyers out there played by the good players, because if they run into carriers, they can at least do something. Now, I do decide to smoke up here to start going after the Frederick, but I immediately see the Gearing, so it's like, you know what, I might as well start punishing him, because my smoke isn't going to be here long, and the sooner that guy dies, you know, the more I can go about my business of trying to torp battleships. Now, I wonder if we can catch this guy sitting in his smoke. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Now, I'm just going to keep fire up on this Frederick, because I can't afford to push the Gearing with the Frederick there, because the secondaries are just going to make mincemeat out of me, especially he'll be shooting me. I bet you the line will, and it's definitely the Gearing, and it won't be able to return fire against all three of them. And it's going to take me forever to burn down a battleship, so, you know, the Gearing more or less would be the one to kill me if I would try to rush the Gearing. But what I can do is get some distance, avoid these torpedoes I wasn't paying attention to. You know, all skill, no luck. I just had enough brain to turn. But what I can do is now turn around and come back. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I noticed when I left my smoke, there was a smoke cloud. The only other thing that would have had a smoke cloud is the Minotaur. So I'm really trying to get some spots in on for this Minotaur, but I want to do this smartly. I just don't want to go in there because it's still anybody's game. Like, we're winning because we're killing them, and they're hanging in there because they have all the caps, and it's not going to take much for either one of those two guys to just, boom, Minotaur's dead. You know, there goes all our DPM for the most part on the side. Now, what I am going to do is fail to see that the Gearing had sent his torps, but really what I wanted to do was get on cap, try to delay the Gearing leaving, and push him, and just get him spotted. I don't need to shoot for the Minotaur. Now I'm going to set one set against the line and one set against where the smoke is. Now, that is a Frederick, and it does have German hydro, which means that goes out to 6 kilometers. It's pointless for me to sit on this cap if the Frederick is going to push with this hydro, and he's getting extremely low, so, you know, just sitting there just doesn't make sense. And then I get spotted briefly by the Gearing, but what I'm going to do is, because I noticed that a lot of people are still shooting at the Frederick, is try to get the Gearing shoot me.
Дымогенератор запущен.
Now, luckily the Frederick goes down while the Goering does decide to shoot. And, you know, I did try to get the cheeky double kill, but, you know, I did a pretty good job aiming up until this point, and then it's just going to be, now these shells are a little bit floaty. But, you know what, we managed to really hurt the Goering, bring him down. You know, of course he's going to go dark. Managed to set another fire in on him, and I'm going to, you know, continue to shoot and even shoot at where his last known position was. Because, you know what, you never know. Could have been a kill, could have set another fire and potentially burn him down. Now, I do not shoot for two reasons. There's 3 ships in the area. They just have to get close. Like, there's not much that has to happen for the Goering to die. So nobody's shooting. I'm like, okay, screw it. Let me do it. Now, as I say all that, the Minotaur started shooting. But, I mean, this is the risk you run for shooting while being on cap, is, you know, somebody may shoot at you to reset you. And here we go again. This guy has plenty of health. There's him and a Henry left. He probably popped his DCP when, you know, I was in smoke, and it's at this point where I say, screw it. You know what? I'm just gonna get out, get this guy respotted. There's no reason to sit in the smoke. I won't be detected when I come out. I'm gonna get this thing capped. I need to get going forward if I want to farm the battleship. Now that guy put a single fire out correctly. Wasn't spotted. Was very unlikely that he was going to get hit again. So he preserved as much of his health as possible. Now, this guy is going to, you know, get in a hiding position and just sit there and, you know, get as much damage as possible. I.e., what he's going to do is just damage farm or PR farm. But, you know what? There's very little he can do, because at any point I can decide I'm just going to torp him all day long. And there's nothing he can do. Even though I'm open gun firing, I can choose to stop, smoke, break concealment, and just torp him all day long. But this guy is trying to stay in the fight, I guess per se, while maximizing his experience and damage he is going to be getting. He just didn't give up and, like, sail away not shooting. I personally don't have a problem with somebody who's going to kite until everybody, until he dies, as long as they're going to try to, continue to fight. It's sailing away and not shooting. You're doing nobody any pleasures. You're doing more of a disservice to you than to the enemy. But I mean, you've got to face facts. When it's something like this, fight. I don't care if you kite and fight or push and fight. If you just fight, shoot your guns, try to get it. Try to get as much experience as possible. If you were DD and you sent torps and they all missed, just open up with your guns. Let everybody move on with your life. You took your chance of doing damage and, it failed. There's no reason for you to remain silent. As I get a nose fire on this gentleman, and at this point, it's like, you can see he's just going to really fight with his rear turret. He already put himself up in a position to do a little wiggle. But mainly if he has to just use his rear turret. I went to the AP, just, I was curious, because it has been a while since I played my British destroyers. But I want to see what the AG can do. Or I wanted to see what the AP can do, as I just switched back to the AG to try to get the fire, because, that's going to be guaranteed damage. See, he's probably saturated all over the place. But I do believe the killing shots are coming in right now. So what we are going to do is just go check out the post-battle results. Now, I hope you guys really did enjoy this replay. I do hope you took something away from it. And, you know, just because you don't play a ship very often doesn't mean you can't succeed or do well in it. But you do have to remember its strengths and its weaknesses. You probably just won't feel as comfortable as if you're playing a ship that you enjoy and or like. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send us. The email for that is in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We're quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.